Hey, welcome to Integrative Preparedness. I'm Steve Smith. How are you all today? This is the third one today, actually, up on Integrative Preparedness, and I put one up on Patreon, and I wasn't going to do another one. I've been sitting here mailing out books and writing and doing all the business kind of stuff that goes along with a preparedness business, which, to be honest, isn't making videos. I do that just because I enjoy it and because it's the way that I start my day. But there's been a lot of talk about Civil War, and that's been going on for a couple of years. Really a lot of talk by people who don't really know what Civil War is, who don't know their history. And there's been a lot of talk about World War. And I think some of those people are a little more tuned in with with the history. But well, I'll just leave it at that. All I want to say right now is that if you look at what's going on in our country, if you have a sense of history, if you have an understanding of history, what's going on in our country right now is very much like what was going on in the 1850s. Study it for yourself, or read my books. I don't care. Study it for yourself, and you'll understand. It is the buildup. And then with the destruction of Nord Stream, some people are saying, of course, you know, we're blaming Russia, Russia's blaming us, Germany's blaming Russia, and, you know, I'll just throw this out there. What purpose would it serve Russia to destroy a moneymaker? You know, I mean, they shut it off, yeah, because they were leveraging their natural gas in negotiations with Germany. Germany and Europe is expecting us, the big dog, to back them up and to help them. This whole thing, this whole house of cards is getting ready to fall. And the economies over there, when we get into the wintertime, bad economies mean war. And when they keep pushing it like this, you got this up north, you got Ukraine farther south. This has all the parts of a world war coming. My point here is we may be in a situation to where we could have a world war and a civil war at the same time. And that's something to think about. And maybe I'll talk about the particulars of that on subsequent ones. Tomorrow I'm taking a day off because I'm going to go do some fun stuff. Because I don't let this stuff stop me from having fun. You know, the world has been spinning for many, many years before today, and it's going to keep on spinning. And I do what I can, but I also don't let it rob me of my life. And what I would suggest, my whole purpose for saying this was, what I would suggest is that you do everything you can. I know we talk about prepping all the time. You know, many channels do. It's all coming down. It's all coming, you know, who knows whatever. We talk about being prepared. There's never been a time, I don't think, since I have been really involved in preparedness that was as tenuous as this time right now. Now, does it relax? Do things get worked out? I don't know. Or does it all explode? I don't know. If Europe explodes, that is going to give the people here who want to destroy our country the crack they need to drive that wedge farther into our society. And let me ask you this. If we get into a big world war, you know that they're going to try to reintroduce the draft. And with everything that people have learned about our government over the last, how long has it been since Vietnam? 50 years? Yeah, 50 years. With everything everybody's learned about our government, what kind of patriotism do you think is going to be at work? Do you think people are going to step right up and join up? I don't. You know, ever since Smedley Butler told us way back in the early 1900s that war is a racket, many of us have known that it is. It is a racket. It's when the rich send the sons of the poor to fight battles for their money and their corporations. And people are hip to it now. They're smarter now. They're not just going to run on down to and sign up to save the world for democracy, because they're not going to die for you know who. And then when they can't get the people, and then the people aren't showing up or resisting the draft, then what do you think is going to happen? Because they will. It'll make Vietnam look like a candy store. And then this country could explode. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I would suggest that you start doing everything you can. I'm going to prepare. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but I'm going to prepare as if it is going to happen, because I think there's a good chance. And you all know that I'm pretty tightened up. But I tell you what, if this comes down, it's going to be like nothing we've ever seen. It's going to be like the Depression and World War I and World War II and Vietnam and other things all wrapped up into one. Now, I think you all are smart enough to know all the things that could happen. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Do everything you can. If it doesn't happen, you won't regret doing it. If it does happen, you'll regret not having done it. Okay? Remember, we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow. Tomorrow's coming. Today is here. Let's use this day to prepare. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.